Topic 8. The marketing plan. At the end of this topic, students will be able to understand market research, explain the characteristics of a marketing plan, understand the marketing system, identify the steps in preparing a marketing plan, and appreciate contingency planning. Marketing is the essence of all business activities. Marketing plan helps an entrepreneur to understand consumer behavior and be prepared for possible market conditions. A thorough market research will help in making a marketing plan reliable. The external environment that prevails will give an idea to an entrepreneur if it is supportive or not. Market demand is a volatile system which can have its own highs and lows that may or may not affect a business. Profits are dependent on sales, and sales are dependent on the markets. Hence, the changes in the market can have a direct impact on the profits of an entrepreneur. Once a detailed marketing plan is devised, it gives scope for better management decisions. Always contingency plans have also to be made to take alternative actions during times of emergencies or unfavorable conditions in the markets. Substantial and relevant collection of data, creating an appropriate marketing mix, not making over or underestimations of projected sales, and understanding the role of competitors are also factors that go in making a good and dependable marketing plan. What is market research, and is market research required for a new venture? It is a systematic gathering, recording and analyzing of data about problems relating to marketing of goods and services. Such research may be undertaken by impartial agencies or by business firms or their agencies for the solution of their marketing problems, and the inclusive terms which embraces all research activities carried on in connection with the management of marketing work. This is focused by the following steps. First and foremost, defining the purpose of the objective. To set the objective, the following questions have to be answered, and keeping customers in mind. The first question is what the customers think of the product or the service. How much the potential customers are willing to pay as price. From which outlets the customers prefer to shop. From which source of media they gain information to decide their purchases. So when you gather these informations, it helps in making or setting an objective. The second one is to actually gather data from secondary sources. Data that already exists in trade magazines, libraries, government agencies, internet and universities is known as secondary data. Most of these data are free, and hence an entrepreneur must spend time to exhaust all the data available through these sources. Commercial secondary data is also available, but it may increase the cost for the entrepreneur at the very initial stage, which could be avoided. Then comes gathering information from primary sources. Any information that is new is primary data. It involves a data collection procedure through any one of the following ways: observation, networking, interviewing, focus groups, etc. Fundamentally, the instrument used is through a questionnaire system. And broadly, the classification could be any one of the following. Survey method. Personal interview survey. In this method, the enumerator, he makes personal contacts with the informants. It is most flexible as it is face-to-face contact, and facial expressions and emotions can also be recorded. And it also has the most effective response rate. But at the same time, it is most expensive, time-consuming and slow due to the movement from one interview to another. Mail survey. In this method, questionnaire is sent along with a letter explaining the purpose of the study, with the request to send back the reply. It is relatively inexpensive extensively used, speedier than other methods, convenient to the respondents, and simplicity in establishing contacts. But at the same time, it has poor response, limited usage, and inflexibility to the questionnaire. Telephone survey. In this method, personal interviews are conducted through telephones. It is less expensive, has increased speed, flexibility, simplicity, immediate response, personal contact, and it is very orderly. But there is always a possibility of personal bias. It has got limited time factor, and there could also be non-availability or refusal to answer. Experimental method. In this method, a focus group is formed from a group of customers, and this small group is interviewed at different intervals to get responses to the changing trends in the market. This group should well represent the segment into which the entrepreneur is making efforts to know more. Once such primary and secondary data is collected, then comes step 4 to analyze and interpret the results. The results should be evaluated and interpreted in response to the research objectives that were specified. The data by way of statistical information should be converted into something that is meaningful. So it should be in a report form. What are the characteristics of a marketing plan? Marketing plan should be designed to provide answers to fundamentally 3 basic questions. Where have we been? The answer will tell the history of the marketplace, marketing strengths and weaknesses, and marketing opportunities and threats of the firm. The second question would be, where do we want to go? This answer will be the primary objective of the firm in the initial 12 months. The third question would be, how do we get there? The answer is to discuss the specific marketing strategy that will be implemented. The following characteristics should be present. There should be a strategy to accomplish the company's mission. It should be based on facts and solid assumptions. Provide for existing resource. It should be simple and short. And it should specify performance criteria that can be monitored and also controlled. While making a marketing plan, there should be a clear understanding about the marketing system. Marketing system is to interact with the internal and external factors that affect venture's ability to provide goods and services, to meet customer needs, and the components that could be involved are the external environment, the internal environment, and the marketing mix. If you move on to the external analysis or the external environment, it is the assessment of external uncontrollable variables that may impact the business plan. And such variables could be the economy, the culture, technology, industry demand, legal concern, competition, raw materials, etc. Whereas the internal environment is something that is controllable, like the financial resource, management team, suppliers, company mission. They also have an impact and they do affect a business plan. Then comes the marketing mix. It is a combination of the 4 P's: the product, the price, the place, and promotion. And also the other marketing activities needed to meet marketing objectives. Product, or the first P, could be the quality of components or materials, the style, the features, the options, the brand name, packaging. It could be the size, the service, it could be warranties, any one of these. Price could be the actual quality image, price list, discounts, allowances, credit terms, payments, etc. Place could be distribution, that is the network related to wholesaler, retailer, the length coverage, the transportation, etc. Promotion is basically related to media, personally selling, displays, publicity, messages, all related activities. Now, what are the steps in preparing a marketing plan? The first one is to define the business situation. This describes the past and the present business achievements of the new venture. The second step would be to define the target market opportunities and threats, specific groups of potential customers towards which venture aims its marketing plan is the target market, and for this market segmentation is to be made for successful application. The third step would be considering the strengths and weaknesses. The strengths and the weakness of the target market is to be studied here for proper planning, because strengths definitely acts as guiding or motivating factors, and weaknesses could be as warning signals. Step 4 would be establishing goals and objectives. It should specify the market share, profits, sales, the number of distributors, awareness level that is already existing, the pricing policy, advertising support, sales promotion. All these goals should be quantifiable and measured for the control purpose. Step 5 would be to define marketing strategy and the action programs. These are activities outlined to meet the venture's business plan goals and objectives. And step 6 will be designating the responsibility for its implementation, and the plan must be implemented effectively in order to meet all the desired goals and objectives. So someone should take up this particular responsibility, and this someone could be the marketing department itself. Step 7 would be budgeting the marketing strategy. The costs should be reasonably clear when the implementation starts. Implementation of the market plan could be step 8. It should be a commitment and not a superficial document prepared to convince the investors. So it should be actually something that can be really implemented. Step 9. Monitoring the progress of the marketing actions. It involves tracking specific results of the marketing effort. Any weak signals will provide the entrepreneur to redirect or modify the existing marketing efforts to allow the firm to achieve its initial goals and objectives. Once a marketing plan has been prepared, a contingency planning is also mandatory. After all the care taken in preparing the marketing plan, there are some common reasons why such plans can fail. It can be due to any one of the following reasons or in combinations of one or two. It could be because of a lack of a real plan, lack of adequate situation analysis, unrealistic goals, unanticipated competitive moves, product deficiencies, and above all, acts of God. Hence, it is important for the entrepreneur to be flexible and be prepared to make adjustments where necessary. It is unlikely that any marketing plan will succeed exactly as planned, but at least it should be as close as possible. So that would be the end of our topic 8, and we should be moving on to topic 9, the organizational plan. Thank you.